Okay, welcome back everybody to our top 10 countdown of the most desirable modern Mustangs which may become future classics. So this is going to be part 2 of the video. If you haven't already watched part 1, go back and watch last week's video, then rejoin us. If you've already watched last week's, thanks for watching, and let's get to it. Now, number 5 on the list is going to be the Fox Body Mustang Cobra R. Now, I was really debating whether or not to put this car on the list because the Fox Body Mustang really isn't a modern Mustang. By its age alone, it's already kind of considered a classic, but just for the sake of this video, I'm going to include it. And actually, these cars have already appreciated in value some. If you want to get a low mileage example of a Fox Body Cobra, you're gonna pay like $90,000. So they, already have climbed quite a bit, but I think that these cars are very iconic and are gonna continue to become more desirable in the future. Number 4 is going to be the SN95 Mustang Cobra R. Now, not a lot of people know a whole lot about these. They are more familiar with the 2000 Cobra R, but they actually did build a Cobra R for the SN95 generation. They built about 250 of them, all in white, and it actually was kind of similar to the 2000 Cobra R in its philosophy and its design. This car was really a track car only, had some different aero effects, and it also, was completely gutted, no back seat. It didn't have air conditioning. It was really a track car. Under the hood, they took out the regular Mustang GT engine, and they replaced it with a 5.8 liter naturally aspirated engine, which was from the 351 Windsor block. It's a very cool engine and the biggest naturally aspirated Mustang that you can get from the modern times. I think these cars right now are very undervalued. You can get one in the mid $20,000 to low $30,000 range. And I think that's mainly because not a whole lot of people know about them or appreciate them. But really, they're a very unique car, and I think in the future they're going to become desirable. Number 3 is going to be the Boss 302 Laguna Seca. Now, the Laguna Seca was a really all-out track edition of the Boss 302. They adjusted the suspension a little bit on the Boss 302 Laguna Seca. It had unique wheels and some different appearances than the regular Boss 302, including coming in either black or silver with red accents. So red mirrors, red stripes, and a red roof. The package was very cool. They built about 750 of them per year, 2012 and 2013. And they're pretty rare. 750 is pretty limited as far as Mustangs go. The Boss 302 was already in itself a very special car, and I think they just turned it up a notch with the Boss 302 Laguna Seca, and that car I think is going to be the most desirable Boss Mustang that would be produced. Number 2 is going to be the 2000 Mustang Cobra R. Now, this car is just really iconic in its looks especially. It was built only in red. I believe they built 300 of them. It was powered by a naturally aspirated 5.4 liter motor with that independent rear suspension, and it was really the most track-focused new Edge Mustang that they made. Because these cars were so iconic, they've actually already appreciated in value quite a bit in the 17 years since it was produced. A couple of years ago, you could have picked one up for a relatively good price. Right now, they're hovering around the $50,000 range for a good example. But I think these cars are going to be regarded as one of the coolest Mustangs of this era, and I think one day they're going to be even more valuable. Now on to our number 1 modern Mustang pick, and that is going to be, of course, the Shelby GT350R. Now, these cars are already legendary and they're still being produced. They're almost kind of a unicorn car, like you almost never see a GT350R. I don't know where they all are. They built about 750 for 2016, 750 for 2017, but you just never see them. I don't know if they're all tucked away, and that may be because dealers were fetching huge premiums on them. And it was kind of ridiculous. Dealers were getting $30,000 over sticker price for the GT350R, but people just went nuts for it. It was really the all-out track edition of the GT350, which in itself was a great track car. The car features a 526 horsepower flat plane crank V8, of course, with some unique trim pieces such as a carbon fiber spoiler, carbon fiber wheels, which if you went to purchase those separately just to put on your GT350, that would cost you somewhere in the neighborhood of $20,000. So the GT350R really was a bargain track car at $68,000, but dealers were really gouging the price of them. But all in all, with that screaming flat plane crank V8 and its incredible handling, I think the GT350R earned its place as the number 1 future classic Mustang on my list. So you guys chime in below, let me know, did I forget any Mustangs on my list? Be sure to let me know your favorite Mustang. I know I had a bunch of other Mustangs that I wish I could have included on the list, but this was a top 10 list, and I picked my top 10 favorite Mustangs to become classics in the future. So again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Be sure to give me a thumbs up, share the video, comment, subscribe, do all those things, and I'll see you guys in the next video.